call the most famous reindeer of all. Come on! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it close. Come on, come on! All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph.
So I'm about to do my makeup using the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. I'm going to try to do a more natural makeup look today. So no lashes, none of that stuff. Cause one, I just don't feel like it. Cause I just learned how to put lashes on, and I don't feel like filling with the glue and whatnot. So I'm using Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is just going to blur my pores and my blemishes. So I usually only use this in my T-zone, but I'm going to use this all over my face because, like I said, I got a lot of breakouts and blackheads and all that stuff that I'm trying to fight off now. So yeah, using that all over. The BECCA Ever Matte. Put this on my face. And because this is a mattifying primer, the consistency of this is really sticky. So it so as you can see right here where I put it all over my forehead, my face looks way more matte than the rest of my face. It's just to fight oil. And this consistency of this primer, you can't really rub it. You can, but it's going to be up on your face. It's going to create these little balls because it's not going to absorb in your skin like that, so you want to press it in. I've just been trying to like figure out what my purpose is, like figure out my purpose is as a person, cause like that probably sound weird. Like, what you mean your purpose as a person? Like, I'm 25 and I'm trying to, you know, get myself together. I'm finally in a space where I'm not afraid to try things that I've been wanting to try almost my whole life. I was very optimistic as a kid, and somewhere down the line I let other people tell me what I couldn't do. I used to be so fearless. I let people tell me what I couldn't do, what I could do, what I should do. And over time, I just got into this attitude of being like super complacent and very, I don't know, not afraid, I don't want to say, but I probably was afraid. Like, I guess if I'm being super honest, very afraid to just go for things. Like, growing up, I was taught to do those things, to just go for what I want. My mom always encouraged me, but down the line, I let like outside opinions influence how I was. Like, when I was in high school, like middle school, I was on the cheerleading squad. I formed a group with my friends, and we would dance and battle different schools when we would go on trips, and I was a part of a drill team, and I won several competitions. I was the captain, and I loved to dance. Like, I was a part of a dance team. I used to volunteer to perform at school, and I don't know, like, I guess like my survival instincts kicked in, and I just didn't want to be, like, I started getting bullied a lot, like, and I guess in getting bullied, I just started to want to disappear into the shadows. Like, it was either not be noticed or get bullied, and I got comfortable in not being noticed. Like, I preferred to just not be seen, because then if you couldn't see me, then you wouldn't talk about me or make jokes and make me the butt of every joke and all that stuff. Like it kind of ruined my confidence. And then as me, like, those things started to diminish, like the cheerleading squad was over, me and my other friends didn't really want to battle anymore, they didn't want to do the dance competitions or the talent shows. I went on to do those things alone, but then over time, like, it wasn't cool anymore. Like, I was with people who laughed at stuff like that, and then I was afraid to tell people that I was doing stuff like that. Like, even still now, like, I get afraid of little things, but I don't know, like, I just wish I could do it over, because who knows what I would be. Like, I be watching these little dance videos and stuff like that. I'm like, I used to... My shirt. I used to want to be a choreographer like Lorianne Gibson. I thought she was just so dope. And she was the first choreographer I saw, like, professionally that, like, it was on Making the Band. She was just so lit. I used to want to be like her so bad. And now I'm looking at people like Aaliyah Janelle on YouTube and, who else? I forget their names. But, like, Will the Beast, and I watch those videos and I be like, I can do all that shit. Why didn't I just keep doing it? Like, they my age now, but they've been dancing for years and they perfected their craft and developed their name and made something of it. And then, like, just even hair and makeup and videos like that. Like, I wanted to do YouTube when I was like 17, 18. I don't know why I stopped. I did a video, not remember, it was me straightening my weave or something like that. I don't know. Like, getting like curly hair straight, and it was a pretty good video if you say myself. Like, it was a cool video. But then, like, my boyfriend at the time, he saw my video and he seen it on the computer and he was like, you weird, blah blah blah. And, like, I just remember balling up and, like, just feeling so small and just feeling so embarrassed. Like, this was my boyfriend at the time, so if he thought it was weird, then it was probably weird. And a lot of people thought that about YouTube videos in general, but I let that one comment just shut down everything. I never did a video again, never picked up a camera again. Like, I just folded. And I don't know, like, I'm just looking at, like, and it's crazy because, like, I just looked at it like, well, maybe it's just not meant for me to do that. Maybe it's not meant for me to do this type of thing or whatever the case is. But I still found myself having the passion to do it, like, pick up the camera and talk and do whatever I want to do. And I'm like, well, clearly I still should be doing it, because, like, the desire to do it hasn't gone away. It's not the things that you get from doing it, like seeing people blow up. Not even just that. It's more like, who knows where I would be right now? Who knows the type of people I would have come in contact with, or the type of life I would have if I just stuck to what I like to do. Like, even writing and I used to enter writing competitions and stuff like that, and try to get my works published in school newspapers and stuff like that. And I don't know, like, one day I just let, like, opinions just influence, and not even direct opinions to me about these things. It would be what other people said about these things backhandedly that didn't even apply to me directly, and I was like, oh, well, maybe that's just not cool. Like, maybe I don't need to do that. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I've really just been a coward lately. Like, not lately, but growing up. Like, I let those types of influences affect just how I went about my life. And it's weird because it would be fine if my life turned out different and I just, you know, did not even if my if it turned out this way and I just never cared about the stuff that I thought I cared about before. It was like, oh, I was a kid, I like this stuff and I don't like it no more, or I'm not as passionate about. I still feel the burning passion to write. I still feel the burning passion to make a video and to dance. Like, so I started recently going to dance and starting to make videos and putting effort into these things, because I'm a true, like, creative at heart, but, like, I just let myself talk myself into believing that, like, I wasn't, because for the sake of not being noticed, because I used to always want to be noticed. And then as, like, my insecurities were, you know, developed and people started to make fun and, you know, I would be the butt of the jokes, I was like, okay, I don't need to be noticed. Like, even now as a person, like, I don't like to be in the forefront. Like, I hate people seeing me or noticing me. I don't want to be, like, I can't take a compliment to save my life. I hate just anything that has to do with, every time I use a beauty blender with this concealer, like it picks up. Like I don't know if it's the concealer or the beauty blender. I don't know what's going on. Trying to be dewy and my concealer is trying to play me. Alright, so I'm just going to use this small contour brush from Opulent Beauty. I don't know. I got this from I got a few brushes from them. Yeah, so like I just basically bowed out gracefully and just decided, okay, I'm gonna let all these people who, not even saying nothing about my talent, because when I did get up and volunteer to do things, and when I was on the cheerleading squad, like I was one of the best, and people used to praise me for being on the cheerleading squad and like my talent. Like I would dance and make up dances and perform at school, and people would praise me for it. People would recognize me, and it was fine until I started getting bullied, and then I just never wanted to be noticed again. Like I guess that was just like my defense mechanism. Maybe that was just like a defense. Like, all right, maybe I don't need to be noticed because this was you know, causing me hurt or pain or whatever. Like, and you find ways to deal with things, and I guess that just was my way. I don't want to be like super highlighted. I'm just going to do a little bit. Like I didn't do the whole triangle thing under my eye. Like I want to keep this like super natural. Like, cause nobody got time to be wiping this off later. So yeah, like I just like, but looking back, if you do things a certain way for whatever reason, I'm just like, I'm over letting that affect me now, if that makes sense. Like I'm just like, whatever. Like I can't keep letting these things affect me and how I live today. So I don't know, like I'm just at the point where like I'm just like live fearless, like live fearlessly, like fearlessly just do what you like do what you love, and whether something becomes of it. Like I always had this in my head though, like I will always try things and do things, make major life decisions based on this philosophy. Like, you know, not fearlessly, like I never lived fearlessly, but I would tell myself like I would rather do it now than to think about it years later and be like, damn, I wonder what would have happened if I would have did it, and regret not doing it. So I don't know why I didn't apply that to my passions, but I don't know. But yeah, like I would tell myself that all the time, like when I would have conversations with my mom about major decisions that I would make and people who I decided to date or be with or whatever the case was. Like I would always tell myself, like, do I want to do it? Clearly, if I want to do it, then I'm just going to do it, because I'm going to regret it later if I don't do it. I'm going to put a little bit of this translucent powder. This is the Mercier translucent powder in Deep. I'm going to put it on my eyelids to mattify them because my eyelids get really oily. So I'm about to do my brows and then do my eyeshadow. I don't know why, but I can't talk when I do my brows. But I'm using Anastasia Beverly Dip Brow in the color Ebony. You know who brows I used to really love when I first started watching Riverdale? Veronica Lodge. Her brows are so lit. Like, I like this brow better than that one. Her brows are just so lit. Like, I don't even know. Like, her brows start from over here. And it's like elongate. It just looks so good. Like, I don't know. It's like a drawing. but natural at the same time, because her hair is like, her brow hairs are super thick looking. It just looks so good. And I used to try to do my brows like that, but it just never like looked exactly like that. So I used to be like, maybe that's not for me. Like, I like this brow better than this brow. Her brows used to look so good in that show, and I used to be like, I need to do my brows like that. Her brows is lit. You haven't seen Riverdale, I don't know what the fuck you doing. Mascara from Wet n Wild. This is like $1. Everywhere you go, it's $1. I just put that in my brows to set my brow hairs. Especially when I do my brows more natural, like this one. Like to put the that through the brow hairs, because it's the same as brow gel. Brow gel ain't nothing but mascara. Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it ain't. Same shit. So because I'm doing a more natural look, I'm going to take my same foundation that I used, and I'm going to use that to clean up under my brows. I'm gonna put some lip balm on because my lips so dry. I'm just going to use this e.l.f. Blush palette as a eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to take this darker shade blush and put it in my above my crease, in and above my crease. It's crazy because I want to do my makeup so I can use my new brushes I got from Morphe. These two little blushes, I got these two. I got these because I've been watching Samantha Ravenel, and she was like talking about how people follow tutorials from their favorite beauty gurus, and they be salty because you be trying to figure out why your makeup don't come out the same. And that be me. And she was saying like, because you using the same stuff that they use and it don't work for you, brushes, and you trying to do your makeup the same way they do it and using the brush that they recommend, but your eyes may be smaller or whatever. She's like, you have smaller eyes, your makeup don't just suck, you got smaller eyes, so get smaller blending brushes. So I'm like, duh. So I'm using the Tartelette Tease palette, and I'm going in to BFF. This is like my favorite color out of this palette. Yeah, so I just use that to deepen my crease. I'm taking this crease brush, and I don't remember where this is from. And I'm using the, I'm gonna mix. Do I wanna mix them? So I wanna mix First Kiss and Crush together. So I'm gonna mix these two middle colors. So this is like a more satin color. So it's not matte and it's definitely not shimmery. It's like a more satin color. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Crush into that. So I'm just going to go back in with that e.l.f. palette color. And just put a little more, and try to rebuild, because I'm gonna use a different brush. I'm gonna use a smaller blending brush. So that e.l.f. brush, that Morphe brush I just showed, I'm gonna use that to build up this color a little bit better. And these colors aren't really that defined on my lid because I definitely didn't prep my eye. I just put a little translucent powder on it. So if I would have used concealer or my eye primer, it would have created a blank space for these colors, the pigment, to show up. So I didn't use that, just because I want a more natural look. Like, I wanted to look like I didn't try. I don't know, it's just, I don't know why, but, and that's actually my favorite blush color in the e.l.f. palette. That's the only blush I even own. So like I said, I'm going to layer that more satinly. I don't know if I should even do that. Or I'm gonna just put this in my eye, what is it called? I don't even know what this is called. Where I'm putting this. What is this called? I don't even know what I'm doing. I forget what it's called. Inner corner. I'm such a dickhead. Inner corner. So I put the crush color in my inner corner instead of my on my lid, because I don't know, I just like the way that looked better by itself. I'm gonna just take this brush. I wanted to be kind of messy and like purposely like not that defined, because I don't know, I just want a more natural look today. So that's a part of whatever I feel like I need to use to get my naturalness. I don't know. Mahogany, this is the color Right Before Ebony, and the Bare Black Radiance face powders. These are only $4.99. These are the only ones I ever use. To be honest, like, I don't know what these beauty gurus be doing, but all them colors ain't meant for us. So that's that. And I'm just going to lightly dust this on my face. So I'm using it as like a bronzer, basically, to just add a little bit definition to my face, but I'm not sharpening it or trying to build it up too much to contour. It's just called, oh, Radiance Big Bronzer. It looked like this. I got this when I first started doing my makeup, and one day I seen it at the Ulta store, and I was like, ooh, this looks so nice. And this is before people was like really putting highlight on. Like, highlight wasn't like real popular. And I was like, oh, I'm just use this as a bronzer, and that shit looked horrible. I had this for like 5 years. I don't know. So I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of highlighter. I'm leaving it like this is excess whatever's on my brush, and then I'm actually gonna not cover it up, but layer a blush on top of it. So when you ever want like a more natural looking highlight, if you do like a blinged out highlighter, or you just don't want to do too much, you can put your blush over top of your highlight. So I'm just putting those these two pink colors from the e.l.f. palette together and layering it over my highlighter. And you want to start your blush off like this. You don't want to start here. You want to build up, because you don't want to be looking crazy. Bitch. Alright, I'm going to use this Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the color Covet. This is one of my faves. I haven't used this in so long though. Over top of that, I'm going to use the Colourpop Lippie Stick in matte Lippie Stick in Lumier. So this is the finished product. All I did was add the so I used the Lumier and Milani, so I just added more Milani, and I think I put something else on top of it. Oh, I put 0.0 Colourpop 0.0 in the middle, and then I added a little more of the Milani Covet around the sides to get a more neutral type of look. I ain't want nothing on extra. Like I said, I wanted this to be a little more natural. So even though I did do a little pop of color at the bottom, like a little subtle pop, it came out pretty cute. So and then I just used my Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. So here we go. So I got a very skin-like application. I did not want the full thing. I just wanted something really cute. So that's all I did today. And that's it. So
Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, come on, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeers loved him, and they shouted out weekly, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history forever, you go down in history.